we'll check out the Let's Play Gaming Expo.
We'll find out why all you need is love and art.
And we'll preview Rain G Color Me India.
All this and more coming up About Town.
Hello everyone and welcome to About Town. I'm Susan Kamyab.
And I'm Kathy Whiteman. Great to see you again this week. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I love being here.
It's always great to have you here. And we're so happy that you could join us for news on the ways the community has joined together to help provide some relief for Hurricane Harvey victims.
We'll also get the details on Main Street 2017 and the Great Harvest benefiting Irving Cares.
As always, we invite you to email us. Let us know about stories you'd like to see and events you'd like to promote.
So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. Or you can still email us at ictn@cityofirving.org.
The Irving Convention Center at Las Colinas was a gamer's paradise at the new event Let's Play Gaming Expo. Susan was there and she brings us the story.
Gamers Unite. The Let's Play Gaming Expo has made its debut in Irving.
It started with a group of guys who had gone around the country to other video game conventions and basically said, why isn't this happening in North Texas?
The Irving Convention Center was packed with thousands of video gamers.
I'm a huge Fallout fan. I'm a World of Warcraft kind of girl.
Be here or be a pixel.
The Gaming Expo had several different areas, including the Arkham Arcade, which featured a number of vintage video games, developer tables for testing, and a Super Smash Bros. Tournament.
And we're super interactive. Like, you shouldn't be able to walk more than 25 feet without running into a game of some type, a controller that you can pick up, stuff to do.
In addition to all the activities, there was also a vendor's floor that had tons of unique fanboy merchandise.
I'm selling pixel art, permabeat art of all old Nintendo games, old 80s video games.
From purchasing new toys to playing an assortment of games, everyone had their own reasons for coming out to this event.
I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody in costume representing their favorite characters from their favorite games.
Testing out some of the new ones, some of the indie games, looking for some merch I'm looking for, and just having a good time.
It's just super fun to meet people. We make all sorts of video game characters in different games, so it's cool to see what everybody's into and just kind of really talk to people who share an interest.
Ultimately, the shared interest that brings everyone here are the video games and the passion that derives from them.
They're just very immersive, a way to kind of escape, I guess, reality a little bit and just have some fun with a group of people.
It's always different. There's always a new creator, there's always a new idea, and the strategy that comes with it.
I guess when I was growing up, there wasn't a lot to do in my town, and I basically just played games on my computer whenever I wasn't at school, so it was kind of my thing.
The Let's Play Gaming Expo had something for everyone, as it ranged from the newest models to the old school classics. For About Town, this is Susan Kamyab.
There are more fun events coming up at the Irving Convention Center this fall. Check out the calendar of events at irvingconventioncenter.com to learn more. The Beatles might have said it first, but Art Connection 2017 said it best. All You Need Is Love and Art was the name and the theme for this year's Art Connection Members Show. Here are some highlights.
The signs were everywhere. The crowd that gathered for the 17th annual Art Connection Members Show had something retro in store.
This year, 2017, is the 50th anniversary of the Summer of Love. And our theme this year is All You Need Is Love and Art.
Members who chose to do so could create a work based on the theme. Love and art translated to love of art for many of the sculptors, painters, and photographers featured in the exhibit.
This year's Art Connection Members Show features 135 works of art by 78 members.
Joseph Kobos is the chairman of the Irving Arts Board and an active member of Arts Connection.
Yes, I'm a photographer, but I'm an amateur photographer, okay?
That's amateur in the classical sense. His love of photography led him to the Art Center.
On one of my visits here, we got the announcement for this All in the Family show. And I said, oh, this is a way to get involved.
He started putting his work in the members show before he ever was on the board or he was ever elected chair.
So I found some photos, put them in the show, and I've been doing it ever since.
And it was really his first introduction to the arts in Irving and to the Irving Art Center.
Another fan of the Irving Art Center's programs is Irving artist Fanny Brito.
My kids are grown adults now. They're 23 and 24. They took classes here at summer camp. So I love the Irving Art Center.
Fanny began her study of art at Northlake College with another Art Connection member.
Bob Nutt is not just my instructor, my mentor. I met him back in '98, and ever since 1998, it has been like a light in my life. And he has influenced my art career, my choices, and everything.
Bob Nunn won this year's first place award for his work, Changing Courses Too. And his protege won Best of Show.
The winner of the 2017 Art Connection Members Show is Fanny Brito of Irving for her painting, Mixed Emotions.
I'm mesmerized. I'm very honored to be here, and especially because most of the people that are exhibiting here today have been my mentors, my instructors at Northlake College. So it's just like being surrounded, but by amazing people.
The artists that are in this hall are community members. The artists in the other hall are community members. Everyone represented and all of the paintings you see in here are from people in this community. That is the most exciting thing.
Arts Connection is just one of the programs the Irving Art Center developed to foster that spirit of community, a place for those who enjoy the visual arts and for the artists themselves.
So it's important to give that space, that venue, that respect, and that sense of celebration. And I think we managed to do that pretty well.
This is Kathy Whiteman reporting.
The 17th Annual Art Connection Members Show continues in the Irving Art Center main gallery through September 16th.
The City of Irving opened the doors of Lively Point Youth Center last week to provide emergency shelter and assistance for Hurricane Harvey evacuees. But there were also efforts from groups across the community to lend a hand to our fellow Texans.
A group of concerned citizens formed Texans Helping Texans. Bruce Burns and Pastor Dennis King are here to tell us more. Thanks for being here.
It is really a pleasure to have you guys here to talk about all the efforts that you went through last week to sort of help what's going on. So here's what I know, and then you'll have to clean me up here, Bruce. I know that the Ambucks was involved in your group, but who all's involved?
Ambucks and also Irving Circle of Prayer, which consists of Judge Bob Whitney and Councilman Oscar Ward for the Irving Circle of Prayer to bring the financial part of it together, and the Ambucks is the working part of it, if you will, the working mechanism and the manual labor and the volunteering. Mm-hmm. And the Irving Circle of Prayer was the entity that we formed so we could go out and mix church and state.
Okay, gotcha. And speaking of mixing a little bit of church and state here, Pastor Dennis King with Hope Irving, got a new name, but I'm late to the party, so I just not knowing this. How did you get Pastor King involved?
Well, I called Pastor King, one, because we needed spiritual guidance and leadership, and we knew that I know, being a member of the church, that I could always count on Pastor King to be there and talk to the people that had spiritual needs, and also that the people in the church, especially Tammy Caskey, who's been an incredible help, along with Diane Manning from Ambucks, to put this whole thing together. And without these people heading up and overseeing it, it just couldn't be done. But Pastor King's church, our church, does hot dogs for heroes and so many things in the community, and we're so used to being structured and being organized that I knew that I could count on Hope Irving to step up, and they did.
Well, it's always wonderful to hear about groups in the community that come together and build those bridges, especially in a situation like this, which is such an emergency. But you guys have been really successful.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys got a good response for your call for help. Pastor Dennis, can you tell us what you guys have collected so far?
You would be surprised in just a matter of 1 week that I believe we have collected everything that's been on the list that we have needed or that they have needed, and then more so. And every time we run out of something, it seems like no sooner than we're out than another drop-off will come. People in the community are really stepping up to this. I'm very impressed with the effort that everybody's putting into it.
All right,
that's so great
wonderful.
To hear.
It truly is. Well, thank you guys so much for coming today and tell us about it. Yeah, one more thing you want to say? Okay, well, so you got to do it fast.
In conclusion to this, I just want everybody in this community to know that it's been a team effort, it's been a community effort, and I just want to thank Kyle Taylor for all the help that he's been so that we've been able to exchange things from Irving Cares that they needed down there at Lively Point from our location, and things that we've needed, they've supplied us with.
That's
so
great.
I just want to thank and tell everybody that it's a joint effort, it's a community effort, and it's Irving Cares included in all this.
That's great. Well, you know what? You make a really good point, and I'm glad that you said it, because it has obviously been a real broad-based grassroots effort from different people in the community coming together and helping each other, and that's what it's all about.
We are an extended family of those down south is what we are.
I love that. Thank you so much, Pastor. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you all. You're one of my favorite anyone, you know that. So.
I'm going to go with that, Bruce Burns, because you're one of my favorites too. Give us the telephone number, Bruce, just in case people want to.
Alan Mayer,
okay. So we're going to flash the phone number up for you guys. Texans helping Texans.
Cynthia Flores returns to the show with a review of the new biographical film, Crown Heights.
I want to tell you about a film that's important and based on a true story the world first heard about on a segment of NPR's radio show, This American Life. The movie, Crown Heights, is about Colin Werner, who, wrongfully convicted of murder, spent 20 years behind bars, and his best friend Carl King, who devoted his life to proving Colin's innocence. It stars Lakeith Stanfield, Namahadi Asoma, Adrienne Lennox, Marsha Stephanie Blake, and Bill Camp.
If you focus on your breathing, it'll bring you out of your mind and back into your body. Come on. Just know that you are not alone.
This is the second feature film written and directed by Matt Ruskin. He was persistent in his pursuit to the rights to tell their story, and being an indie filmmaker from Brooklyn helped his cause with this story that started in New York in 1980.
Crime today is an American epidemic.
Ain't no killer.
The system doesn't work for people who can't afford to defend themselves.
The film does an amazing job telling such a complex story in only 93 minutes.
The whole neighborhood know you grabbed the wrong guy.
I'm an innocent man. I don't know you the way a mother should know her son.
Everyone's saying you did something. After a while, you start to question yourself.
I'll work for free if you take a look at his case.
How are we gonna afford this?
You want me to leave him?
They're gonna keep me in here until I say I killed that man. You know I would die before I do that.
The relationship between the two men is touching. Carl never gave up on his friend behind bars, even when Colin was too tired to fight for himself.
We're gonna keep fighting for you.
You got your family, you got your life. Why are you still wasting your time on me?
It's not just about you. It's bigger than that.
Colin Warner lived in Texas
or Louisiana. He would have been executed long ago.
Longer sentences, more prisons.
They took everything from me.
More police.
Everything.
I can't just pretend this situation doesn't exist.
Well, this situation exists too.
Crown Heights is rated R. It does an amazing job showing the injustice perpetrated against Colin, who was only 18 years old and innocent of the crime he was convicted of when he was sentenced. There are several times during the movie where he's first waking up and with his eyes closed, he prays, "Please don't let this be a cell I'm in." This movie is a must-see this fall.
The truth is going to come out.
Can't leave an innocent man in jail.
I'm gonna take you home. It's just a matter of time.
Crown Heights opens Friday, September 1st in limited engagement at the Angelica Film Center in Dallas.
The start of school also means it's almost time for one of Irving's favorite community events.
Main Street events start September 15th, and Jacqueline Madden is here to tell us what's in store this year. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I tell you what, it sounds like there are some big things going on at Main Street event this year. 2 days.
Exactly.
Again. All right.
2 days of fun.
So tell us how we're kicking it off on Friday.
Well, we're going to kick it off with our CBS main stage, and I am here to tell you that wear your purple because we're going to feature a fantastic tribute concert to the legendary artist Prince.
Okay, I mean, I'll just bring my sleeping bag and plan on staying that night.
Please do. And the Irving Girls Cheerleader Association, they're coming back, and we're going to be cheering on Main Street with the cheering competition. So a lot is going on Friday night.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's great. And of course, the Manifolds on Main is always a crowd favorite. Will that be back this year?
Can you believe it's in its 9th year?
Wow.
Manifolds on Main will be celebrating 9 years of vehicle excellence, and we're going to have vehicles from the 1920s on up. So we're excited about that, and we've expanded our entertainment stage on Saturday as well in the art exhibit at Glory House. So there'll be some jazz and good music there.
Wow.
And we have a community connection section. The Irving Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, they're going to be sponsoring a hot sauce contest. And Solid Rock Church, they're going to be doing a lot of outreach programming. So those are the new things that we're looking forward to. And all of the old favorites are coming back.
Yeah, so great music, great food, an opportunity to get out there and meet other people in the community.
Exactly.
I love this community connections idea. That's great.
Wonderful, and it's all free.
And it's all free, which is a really big deal. All right, so what time does the fun kick off on Friday?
Friday we start at 6 and we go until 10. And on Saturday we go from noon to 5.
All right, good deal. So folks, if you want more details, you can always go to irvingevents.org and you plan on a great 2 days of fun at the Irving Main Street event. Thanks, Jackie.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Main Stage Irving Lost Cleanest and Think India Foundation teamed up to bring us the first show of their 2017-2018 season. Here's a preview of Rang D Color Me India. Ever wondered what it would be like to take a trip through India? Main Stage Irving Lost Cleanest has teamed up with the Think India Foundation for a special season opener, Rang Day Color Me India.
This is majorly explaining different cultures and traditions in India.
We went behind the scenes during rehearsal to find out more about the show.
It's like a 90-minute movie where you'll see what exactly happens when you go talk to a person in India, or when a festival is celebrated, or how the dancing happens.
The Broadway-style production will feature an ensemble of 40 singers, dancers, and actors. Through their performances, audiences will explore the many aspects of India.
This gives might be different experience when you enter India, what it feels like. You know, the people of India, they are so welcoming, and that will be the same experience here as well.
As Rang Day Color Me India gives us more insight into the unique and colorful culture, it is also a chance to bring unity to the community.
By this collaboration, we think that we are taking some of the first steps towards integrating communities, bridging differences, seeing each other more as similar than different, because ultimately we're all human beings.
Get immersed in the beauty and vibrancy of Rang Day Color Me India. For About Town, this is Susan Kamya. Rang Day Color Me India runs September 8th through the 23rd in the Dupree Theater. Call 972-252-ARTS for tickets and showtimes.
Another Irving organization that always answers the call to help our neighbors is Irving Cares, and this year they celebrate their 60th anniversary.
Their signature fundraising event is the Great Harvest, and it's coming up fast. So Teddy Story joins us with the details. Thanks for being here.
Happy to be here. Thanks for the opportunity.
It's always great to see you, Teddy.
Thank you.
What a wonderful year and a wonderful way to celebrate. So you got big plans for the birthday party?
Yes. You know, the Great Harvest has always been kind of fall festival themed, but this year it's going to be absolutely different than anything we've done before. It's going to be a throwdown birthday party. I mean, balloons and hats and streamers and great fun things. We have really cool things planned for the party. This is one that you don't want to miss for sure.
Oh, it sounds great.
That is great. So are you guys still accepting sponsorships and donations?
Absolutely. You know, the Great Harvest is our biggest fundraiser of the year, and sponsorships, we're taking auction items until September 15th, but we'll take a sponsorship all the way up until the day of, certainly.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that is wonderful. So speaking of auction items, I've heard through the grapevine that you have some great ones this year. What are some highlights?
You know, we really wanted to pull together some very special things. And one of the coolest things, we've never had this before, Brown-Forman is the distributor for Jack Daniel's brand of products. And they have a very special thing called Jack Daniel's Select. And it is a single barrel whiskey that they have branded with Irving Cares' name and with our dates, 1957 to 2017, to commemorate 60 years. And these are individual bottles will be able to be auctioned off that night.
Wow, that is great. So, and there's something about a chef too.
Yes,
yeah?
absolutely. Mike Newton is a guy that been a contestant on MasterChef, and he's from Irving. He grew up here, went to Irving schools, and he is going to donate MasterChef prepared dinner in the place of your choosing for 10. So, you know, anytime you can get live talent to donate things like that, it's going to be really cool.
Oh, yeah.
He is very much about red meat and brown liquor, so it's going to be so amazing.
That is not going to bother anybody in this town, not one bit.
I don't know how it could. I really don't.
And so why is the Great Harvest such an important event to the Irving Cares mission?
We've had this gala this is our more than 25 years, and it is our one big event. We do have a couple of things leading up to it and a couple of other fundraisers throughout the year, but this is the big one thing where we want to convene 450 of our very best friends for a casual dinner that is great fun. You know, you don't have to wear sequins unless you just like to wear sequins, but it's a really fun party. Wonderful food prepared by the Irving Convention Center. They made a special chef's menu just for us. The auctions will be tremendous, and you know the goal of this event is $290,000, and so it is a big piece of our budget. You know, our annual budget is about $1.8 million, so we really need it to come in big, and to celebrate 60 years of service to the community is just tremendous.
It is, and I can't think of a more fun place to be on Friday, September 22nd at the Irving Convention Center. The fun kicks off at 6:30. You can go to irvingcares.org to get more information, purchase sponsorship, and make your reservations for the great blowout 60th birthday party for Irving Cares. Be there.
Right.
All You Need Is Love and Art continues in the Irving Art Center main gallery through September 16th. Here's a look and a list of other lovely things to do about town. And here are some other fun happenings about town. The DFW Writers Workshop celebrates 40 years on Saturday, September 9th at the Irving Art Center. The fun kicks off at 6:30 p.m. and non-members are welcome to join in the fun.
The second Sunday Fun Day for September is Comically Yours. Get in on the laughs on Sunday, September 10th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Irving Art Center.
Bolero, Texas kicks off with a series of workshops beginning Monday, September 18th and concludes with a dance concert like you've never seen before. Learn more at irvingartcenter.com.
Spelling isn't just for 5th graders, and we'll find out who's smarter than a 5th grader at the Corporate Spelling Bee on Friday, September 22nd at 11 a.m. at the Irving Art Center. Call 972-252-ARTS for more information on all these events. And that wraps up this edition of About Town. Thanks for joining us.
Please be sure to tune in next time when we'll bring you some highlights from the Main Street event.
And of course, we'll have a look at the manifolds on Main as part of the show.
We'll leave you tonight with another look at Color Me India. For About Town, I'm Kathy Whiteman.
And I'm Susan Kamyap. Have a great evening.